Great swing by Evans there. Made really good contact, just a little too under it, and that's what results in the pop out.
As they say, it's a big za. Joseph Zamora coming up to bat here for App State, the graduate student. Nico Soul on the on-deck circle as Zamora will take that first pitch outside. 1-0, one away here, bottom six. Joseph Zamora on the top of the sixth couldn't get that diving play at second as he will chop that one down the first base side. Foot race towards the top of the bag, and he will lose that in the bottom of the sixth.
Yeah, and a little too aggressive there from Zamora. Swings a little too early, just kind of pokes it, easy ground out. And now App State goes back to the top of the lineup for the fourth time as Nico Soul steps into the left-handed box.
Fourth time through the order here for Coastal Carolina, and it looks like we're going to get another mound visit here for Ross Norman, and I think one more mound visit and then a pitching change must occur. So looks like Ross Norman's time here today is numbered.
We're seeing movement in the bullpen for sure. All the pitching coaches around. It looks like it is going to be a...
Ross Norman's day will be over. New pitcher coming on for Coastal Carolina. We'll tell you more about him when we come back on 90.5 WA's. New pitcher coming on for Coastal Carolina. We'll tell you more about him when we come back on 90.5 WASU Sports YouTube. New pitcher on the mound here for Coastal Carolina, Colby Richardson, the left-handed freshman, number 26. He gets warm here as App State will look to tack on to a 4-0 lead in the bottom of the sixth inning. Tristan Biesel alongside Will Battershell as Nico Soul is still up to plate here for App State. And if you're just now joining us, App State netted 2 runs apiece in the bottom of the third and the fourth inning, and Gage Peterson has been on fire here for App State. He's got 8 strikeouts through this ball game, and for Coastal Carolina here, they just have not been able to get anything going here. In that last inning, Gage Peterson got into a little bit of a jam there, was able to get out of it. He had runners on first and second. Steven Smith made a fielder's choice at third and was able to keep runners at first and second and put 2 down. And then Gage Peterson got another punch out. He's got 8 here on the afternoon as Nico Soul will get ready to step right back into the box here for App State. New pitcher on for Coastal Carolina. It's Colby Richardson. The left-handed freshman will come up and look to get some action here off of Nico Soul. Richardson sets and fires. That first pitch in there, strike one. And for Nico Soul here, he's been hit by a pitch. He's singled, and he's grounded out here in this ball game. That's today. They've only had 1 error as Nico Soul awaits the 0-1 pitch. That one chopped foul. The pitcher's going to make the play, and that is going to be the end of the 6th inning here. Colby Richardson came on and got the 1 out he needed to get Coastal Carolina out of this jam. We're through 6 here in Boone as the Mountaineers lead 4-0 as we get ready to go to the top of the 7th inning here on 90.5 WASU Sports YouTube. Top of the 7th inning here in Boone, North Carolina, as Gage Peterson will come back onto the rubber here for App State. As we're getting ready for the top of the 7th inning, Gage Peterson going back to work, and he has been nothing if not dominant through 6 innings of work here today.
Yeah, he's been fantastic, and really the arm that App State needs to stay in this so far has thrown 85 pitches. You'd assume this is probably his last inning, but has to finish strong. Can't let Coastal claw back into this game.
He's done very good at keeping them off the bases apart from that 6th inning of work, as Colby Thorndike will step back into the box here for Coastal Carolina. Peterson gets ready. He sets and fires the first pitch. That breaking ball in there for strike 1.
It's what he's done so good, is get ahead in counts early and get these first pitch strikes to make the batters really have to worry about the strikeout.
As Thorndike awaits the 0-1 pitch. That one chopped back towards us, and that one's going to be foul. 0-2 now here for Colby Thorndike. Thankfully, that one didn't hit a car. Thorndike is in a 0-2 disadvantage here to Gage Peterson. Gage Peterson looking to collect his 9th punch out of the game here, as he's going to shoot that one back towards the stands. That one's coming way back towards us, and that one's going to drop. Foul. Nice fight for the ball there. And my wonderful girlfriend almost got smoked by that baseball.
There's no athletic move made to catch the baseball, which disappoints me.
Very much disappointing, as the 0-2 is just a bit outside. 1-2 the count now for Colby Thorndike. You know, well, we went about an inning and a half of us almost getting smoked by a foul ball. So say we're on good timing here. The 1-2 pitch, that one high, 2-2 now.
Peterson just has to continue doing what he's been doing all game. Just stay calm. Even in the count, just do your thing. Don't worry about what they're trying to do, and get these outs early and often. The
2-2 foul tipped, and it's going to remain a 2-2 count here for Colby Thorndike.
Thorndike has yet to reach base today with a pop out to short and a strikeout.
Third time through the order here for the Chanticleers. Looking to get something going here. Top of the 7th inning here in Boone. Mountaineers lead is 4-0. Peterson fires the 2-2. That one's hefty, swing and a miss on the curveball. Strikeout number 9 here for Gage Peterson.
Gage Peterson's just been able to command every single one of his pitches, and it's really shown. Only 2 hits allowed, only 5 total base runners. He's just that guy.
He is that guy, and along with Nick Dorito, it will be interesting to see who becomes the number 1 pitcher for App State, as Rex Watson will step back into the plate here for Coastal Carolina. Peterson gets ready. He likes the call. He kicks and fires. That one hefty, swing and a miss by Watson. 1-1, sticks on the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here, top 7. Alongside Will Battershell here on a starting to get a little bit colder day here in Boone, North Carolina. Beautiful day for baseball here at Jim and Betty Smith Stadium, one of the greatest facilities in the Sun Belt Conference. The 1-1 pitch forthcoming from Peterson. He sets and fires. That one chopped down towards Zamora. Foot race to the bag. Hefty, good play there by Zamora. 2 down here in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, Peterson's just doing what he needs to do, and I apologize for all the technical difficulties we're experiencing today. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, and it's been a great call so far for such a great baseball game.
Great baseball game indeed here. Will is now 2 down here, top 7. Gage Peterson looking to get through 7 innings of baseball here in Boone.
Seven innings is about all you can ask for your starter, especially when he's pitching against number 16 in the nation and has only allowed 2 hits.
Pitching the game of his life here is Gage Peterson, as that first pitch was way low. 1-0 the count now on Braden Horton, the left fielder. That breaking ball in there, strike 1.
And as only a junior, you'd assume that this is going to draw eyes from bigger schools too, to be like, hey, This guy is seriously good, and we want him on our team next year. So it's going to be interesting to see Peterson's decision at the end of the year.
As another breaking ball is in there. 1-2 the count now. Will he get strikeout number 10 on the day here?
The breaking ball is just working wonders against this Coastal Carolina offense. It's almost like they've never seen a curveball in their life.
Trouble with the curve, they say, as that pitch is shot into left field. Yakubi going to look to make a play. That one's going to go out towards the bullpen. 1-2 the count remains.
Heats him up on the fastball. Can't keep up with it. Just enough to push it out of bounds, though. So good way to fight for Horton.
As Horton will get ready, he'll step back out of the box here. And then step back in. He'll go through his process here as Gage Peterson has a 1-2 advantage here. Peterson sets and fires. That pitch just a bit outside, and the fans are not liking that call. 2's on the board now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th.
I do want to shout out the fans because they're so into this baseball game. Just like the Wake Forest game, this has by far been the most interactive crowd that I've seen in my 3 years here at App State.
As Horton will foul that one towards the lights. That one hit a light, and 2-2 the count remains. Probably one of the only lights that hasn't been put out yet. There was one last year that got put out really bad.
That's a whole new definition of light tower power right there.
Light tower power, he hit the light. As 2-2 now for Braden Horton. Peterson, he sets and fires. That one chopped up towards Zamora, throws over to Seward, race towards the bag. Nothing doing. Gage Peterson gets through 7 innings of baseball here in Boone, and the Mountaineers will look to tack on to a 4-0 lead when we come back here on 90.5 WASU Sports YouTube. It's time to stretch here in Boone, North Carolina. We're getting ready to go into the bottom of the 7th inning. Tristan Biesel alongside Will Battershell. New pitcher in for Coastal Carolina. It's Jackson Appleman to pitch for Colby Richardson. Colby Richardson came in for all of about 3 pitches.
Your guy will come in and get the job done 1, 2, 3, and that's all you need him for.
As the right-handed sophomore Jackson Appleman will get ready to come and go to work here a little bit and try to... My paper flew away from me, excuse me. Jackson Appleman, the right-handed sophomore. He's 6'2", 205 out of Edison, New Jersey. Pitched at Edison High School and getting ready to go to work, hopefully keep Coastal Carolina in this ball game here. But don't count out the 16th ranked Chanticleers is Steven Smith.
With a pop out to left field, then a strikeout.
Steven Smith will chop that first pitch foul towards the App State dugout, 0-1.
So Smith hitting right around that 3.68 mark, hitting 3.33 today.
As that second pitch is fouled towards the actual baseball graveyard. 0-2 the count now for Steven Smith. Appleman, strong start to his day.
I'm surprised we haven't seen a baseball tree grow out there with how many baseballs have been hit out there so far.
Hang them up like Christmas ornaments. as Smith awaits the 0-2 count. As that pitch is going to get past the catcher, and it's going to hit him there. Steven Smith will reach on the hit by pitch. Runner at first for Riley Luft with no one away here, bottom 7.
Second hit by pitch for the Mountaineers today. First one started off the game with Nico Sol. Now the number 2 batter in the lineup gets hit the 4th time.
As Q Freebird for Riley Luft as he gets ready to come into the box here with Steven Smith at first. Will be good to see if App State will get this game a little bit further out of reach here, as there is no more motion in the Coastal bullpen. I mean, we see one guy warming up, but you would assume Jackson Appleman will take them the rest of the way as Riley Luft awaits the first pitch.
Looks like they actually have 2 guys out there warming up.
As that pitch gets away from the catcher, and Steven Smith will reach second base. So runner in scoring position, no one away.
And it looks like they're going to have to kind of expedite that warm-up system out there. Looks to have very little control off of the bump.
As Domenico Tozzi gets credit for will get the credit for the passed ball there. As Riley Luft now with a runner in scoring position with a 1-0 count. No one away here, bottom 7th inning. As Appleman will get the next pitch to outside, 2-0 now for Riley Luft.
Yeah, Appleman just kind of lacking the control. Good slider, just slides a little too much outside of the zone.
See if Appleman can rein in that control there. See if Appleman can rein in that control there on that slider, the 2-0. That one's going to be in there, strike 1. I mean, the fans don't like the call, but I don't think the plate umpire from the home plate umpire, as Riley Luft is now in a 2-1 count, no one away, runner at second. That next pitch from Appleman is just a bit outside. 3-1 now, advantage to Luft.
The good thing for this crowd, the team itself is giving them a lot to like with a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the 7th.
Kermit Smith giving a little
lead here in the bottom of the 7th.
Kermit Smith giving a little bit of a talk there to Ethan Puig as Luft will take that pitch and they Luft. That one looked a bit high and out, but the home plate umpire will not full down for Riley Luft. He awaits the 3-2. Swung on and missed by Luft. He's down on strikes here. 1 away, bottom 7. And Ethan Puig, the third baseman, will step back up to bat here for App State, and Riley Luft really not liking how that at-bat ended.
Yeah, as you're about to toss the bat, so just unfortunate circumstance, couldn't regather his thoughts and swings a little too early and gets sent down.
As that one is chopped over to the second baseman. Second baseman throws over to first. 2 down here as the runner will advance, and he is now 90 feet from home as Colton Denton will come back up to bat here for App State.
Yeah, and Denton has had a very productive day today. So far, he has flown out the right field, then has a double and a single.
Colton Denton, the freshman catcher, has a home run on the year. He will look to get one more here or an RBI single to tack onto his RBI total for today. As that one's hefty, swing and a miss there. 1-0 the count. Or 0-1 the count now, excuse me. Colton Denton getting ready for the second pitch of his at-bat here. 2 away. A runner is 90 feet from home. Second pitch. That one high. 2-0 the count, actually. Looked like he swung heavy on that first pitch. So, 1 now, it's right. It's 1-1 the count now. 1's on the board, 2 down here, bottom 7. Appleman, he gets ready to set. He fires that second pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No, but it was in the zone anyways. 1-2 now for Denton.
That was a great pitch by Jackson Appleman. Really just folded Denton there, and great strike. Denton knew it was a strike, just hesitated just a little bit and watched it go by.
Denton awaits the 1-2 pitch here, and that one swung on and missed. And that's the end of the 7th inning, and we will see if Gage Peterson will come back out to work here for App State. Keep it here. Will Battershell will carry you the rest of the way home, as we will be getting a pitching change here for App State.
Welcome back to 90.5 WASU. We are in the top of the 8th where the Mountaineers lead the number 16 team in the nation, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, 4-0. But there is a pitching change now for the Mountaineers as we will be seeing J.J. Garcia, the Tennessee transfer, step onto the mound for the Mountaineers. Garcia, the 6'5" right-handed senior, has a very fast fastball and a lot of movement on his breaking ball. So it's going to be very interesting to see. The last time we saw Garcia was on Tuesday versus Western Carolina, pitched 1 inning, had 1 strikeout, no hits, no runs. And then the outing before that, through 2 innings against Wake Forest, had allowed 2 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. The first batter here for Garcia will be Cole Chamberlain, as there is a sub out for Tazi at the catcher position.
Let's see if this sophomore can get something going here for Coastal Carolina. They desperately need it with 6 outs left.
Chamberlain batting 188 on the season, takes strike 1 from Garcia.
And again, Garcia, the Tennessee transfer, wicked fastball, but he's also able to mix in a very good breaking ball as well here to really confuse these hitters.
That pitch is going to be low from Garcia, setting the count at 1-1.
And now the last thing you want to see here, if you're the App State fans or these App State hitters, is letting J.J. Garcia let this game get out of hand and put Coastal right back in it here after 7 innings of great work by Gage Peterson.
The pitch, and that is going to be a strike on Chamberlain that catches the high and inside part of the plate on the left-handed batter. Garcia looking for the strikeout, the 1-2 count. And it is going to be outside. The count is now 2-2.
Looks like that one just got away from Garcia a little bit there. If he's able to keep control on that one, that might have been a punch out for Garcia.
No runners on, no outs. App State leads 4-0 in the top of the 8th. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And Garcia is going to set the first down man via the strikeout.
And that is strikeout number 10 here for this App State pitching staff today.
Now it's going to be Ty Barango coming in on the right-handed batter box. Barango today has a double and reached on an error. Garcia sets. And the first pitch. A fastball that barely misses the zone for ball 1.
And again here, the home plate umpire, it feels like his zone's a little bit all over the place, it feels like.
It's kind of hard to tell where he missed there from up here, but we are also at an angle, so it's a little harder for us to see. That pitch, high and out, ball 2.
Again, Garcia's got a very good fastball here, but again, can lose control of it quite easily from what we've seen so far.
I'll tell you, that one was at least definitely a ball. Garcia now. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Very similar to the first pitch he threw in this at-bat. Gets that one called a strike, though, and it's now going to be a 2-1 count with 1 out.
And again, J.J. Garcia's thought process here is keep the runners off the base paths here and get out of this inning with another scoreless inning.
Pitch. That one's going to be too high. 3-1 count now.
Just on the elbows there for Ty Barango, and he's excellent peepers right there to put the count at 3-1.
Garcia sets the pitch. That one's lined out to center field. Evans takes 2 steps back, starts walking in, and it's right in like a can of corn. It's going to be out number 2 of the inning.
So, Will, you know I got a catchphrase now, right? It's called Easy Lick Sunday Morning, and that's when you get a routine play. And that one was about as easy as you can get on a Saturday afternoon here in Boone.
That one looked like the one where the hitting coach will in the practice will just hit you a nice solid pop fly, and you just got to take a couple steps, and it's right there. But anyway, back to the top of the lineup. It's going to be Dean Mijos. Mijos today has a strikeout, a ground out to short, as this one's grounded, and it is hit by Puig. I believe it was. Yes, it was. Hit by Puig and into the outfield, so that is going to be a hit for Mijos.
Again, just a tough hopper there for Ethan Puig there, and it looked like Steven Smith was also shading in on that as well, though. So a little bit of a miscommunication right there for App State's middle infield.
So that's going to bring up Trace Mazan, and Mazan today has a walk, a strikeout, and a fielder's choice to second base. Runner on first, 2 outs for Garcia. That pitch is going to miss inside for ball 1.
And again, JJ Garcia is really just getting really good at
that ball is fouled, and it's going to be 1-1.
1-1 the count here, and for JJ Garcia here, let's get another ground ball here.
Yeah, that would be the goal. Ground ball, strikeout, pop fly. Any way that you can get this out and get the App State bats back up. Checks the runner, nothing doing.
And again, for this App State pitching staff here, I think that for JJ Garcia and Gage Peterson here, I think that just thinking you got to be able to get out of this. As that one's chopped down the third baseline, foul.
That's going to make it a 1-2 count with 2 outs and Mijos on first.
And I think if you release your JJ Garcia here, incorporate the breaking ball a little bit more. And because the fastball's there, but the control's not really that much there either. So if you're JJ Garcia, incorporate the breaking ball there, as that pickoff attempt was nothing doing, runner still safe. For Trace Mazan here, you got to be able to think here, I got to get on base somehow by a hit or by a walk.
And that ball is going to be between the legs of Denton, and that's going to advance the runner to second. So that's going to be a wild pitch movement for Mijos. Runner on second, 2 outs, 2-2 count.
And again, for JJ Garcia, you just got to get out of this jam. The last thing you want to do here is give Coastal any hint of momentum.
Mazan does have 2 home runs on the season. The pitch popped out of play, first base side and into the graveyard. So count remained at 2s.
I love that we just started calling it the graveyard.
That's what it is, though. The baseballs go there to never be seen again.
Kind of like the train station in Yellowstone.
Garcia. Ball ripped into left field. They're going to send the runner. He's going to make it scot-free, and it's going to be an RBI single. So Coastal gets on the board in the top of the 8th.
And again, for this pitching staff here, again, you don't want to tarnish such a gem of a game here from Gage Peterson. You just need to get out of this inning and then get 3 more outs, and you're home free.
You'd assume the guy that comes out after J.J. Garcia will be the one and only Jordan Fisher.
App State Club baseball legend.
And the bona fide closer for this App State team. Blake Barthel at bat. Grounds it, first base side, foul for strike 1.
And again, the same approach applies here for Blake Barthel here. I got to get on base. I got to keep this momentum going because now you're on the board. It's a 3-run ball game. So you want to just keep the momentum going and make JJ Garcia sweat a little bit. As that pickoff attempt, nothing doing, the runner's safe at first.
1-4 ball game, Mountaineers lead, but Coastal Carolina looking to make a dent in the lead. They already plated 1, runner on first, Barthel at plate, 0-1 count. Runner steals, Barthel loses his bat. It goes into the Coastal dugout, and that ball is popped up into the coach's area of here on the concourse.
That's about as close as of one we've gotten so far today. I actually thought that one was going to come and hit us, though.
Barthel's bat flew all the way into the Coastal dugout, clearing the fence and the bench. So they spray on some pine tar, and hopefully now he can maintain the grip of that bat.
If all else fails, you got to put some pine tar on there, especially when your guy's in an 0-2 count.
Yeah, 0-2 count now. And 1 lost bat. Runner on first, 2 outs. 1 runner has scored. The runner goes. Foul ball. So for Mazan there at first, it's basically just running sprints at this point.
Yeah, just get into scoring position. That's all you got to do here, because if Barthel gets on base here or gets a good hit and you're already about halfway to second, you could probably go home if a ball gets hit into the deep parts of the outfield.
Yeah, as more alluding to, 2 foul balls on 2 steal attempts, so just out there running 90-foot sprints for the Chanticleers.
Hey, cardio's a good thing, man. Come on now.
Barthel now, 0-2 count. Struck out his last at bat, checks the runner, nothing doing. You know that Mizone's going to try to go. Mizone on the season has 1 stolen base only. The pitch does not go, and it's going to be a ball just off the plate to make the count 1-2.
And that's a call the fans don't like from home plate umpire Matthew Carnahan here. That one was about as close of a strike as you could get if you're J.J. Garcia, but now you got to reapproach here on a 1-2.
The pitch, runner steals, lines it, down first base side, it's going to go just foul.
Dude, if you're Blake Barthel, you're going to want that one back there. He poked it just foul. I mean, that was about 6 inches either way from that one being foul and it being a 2-run ball game.
Mazone had the wheels on, was already in between second and third when that ball hit the ground. So you're not wrong. That definitely scores a run for Coastal if that is about a foot or so to the left.
Well, now if you're Biesel, now you're just running 100. Now he just ran a 120-foot sprint, give or take.
Really maxing out the endurance out here today for Mazone. Barthel receives the pitch. That one blooped into right field, and it's going to drop. Mazone is on the move, but he will hold at third. So now it's going to be runners on the corner and the game-tying run coming to the plate.
And if you're J.J. Garcia, now the thought is simple. Get out of it. Doesn't matter by what method or by what way, just get out of this inning.
It's going to be Walker Mitchell up the bat. Today so far he has a strikeout looking, a walk, and a pop out to right field. Runners on the corner, 2 out for Garcia. Garcia pitches. That ball is going to be outside for ball 1.
And if you're thinking here for J.J. Garcia, you definitely could have gotten out of this if it had gone either way here. And now you just got to think, just get out of it. Pick-off attempt, nothing doing. Count still 1-0.
Also to note, the catcher behind the plate is no longer Denton. Instead, it's Tommy Walker now for the Mountaineers. The pitch. It's going to be a ball, so 2-0 count now. Runner takes off, and Blake Barth gets the free base.
Yeah, just nothing doing there that Tommy Walker could do. J.J. Garcia put the pitch too low for him to pick and throw.
So that's going to be a no decision for Barthel. Runners at first and second. The pitch. Lined down the first base side and foul. It's going to be a 2-1 count now.
Now they're both doing 90s.
These runners are on edge, just trying to go on any type of contact to get Coastal Carolina back in this game. They have plated 1 this inning, cutting the lead to 3. App State's up 4-2 4-1 thanks to two two-run innings in the third and fourth. Garcia now, 2-1 count, 2 outs, runners on third and second. The pitch. That one's lined, hits Garcia in the leg and gets into the center field. That's going to plate both runs. Charlie Evans loses the ball, and the runner is going to advance to second. So now the game-tying run stands on second base, and the lead-taking run in Colby Thorndike is coming up to bat.
And again here, I think if you're J.J. Garcia, again, you're just like, how did this get away from me? How did this turn into what it is right now? And we're going to get a mound visit here, and we might see Jordan Fisher about a third of an inning too early.
Which we've seen Jordan Fisher come in a good couple of times and pitch 4 outs, so it wouldn't be something that we're not used to seeing, per se. But App State is going to a pitching change, so when we come back, we will have the pitcher and the situation. 2 outs, top of the 8th. Coastal has plated 3, so 1-run ball game with a runner on second here on 90.5 WASU. Welcome back to 90.5 WASU. The new pitcher for the Mountaineers will be Max Tramontana. Tramontana in his last outing against Western Carolina. 1-1 innings. He allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, and had 6 batters faced. No runs. So App State now leaning on Tramontana to try and limit the damage here and get into the bottom of the 8th with the lead still. 2 outs, runners on second. It's Colby Thorndike at bat. Thorndike, aggressive first swing, and it shoots it down the first base line, foul.
And now we were both expecting Jordan Fisher to come out. So now if Tramontana can get out of this 8th inning, it would be blasphemous if Jordan Fisher did not come in to start the 9th.
Tramontana now with the pitch. High, ball 1. His appearance before Coastal Carolina was a third of an inning versus Wake Forest, where he walked a batter, then got a batter out. Only 2 batters faced then, and then Gardner Webb. That ball shot into the sky, right center field. Both players call it, and Charlie Evans catches it to end the push by Coastal Carolina. So the Mountaineers will come up in the bottom of the 8th with a 3-4 lead, a lot thinner than it was just 10 minutes ago. Can they add on more runs? We will see when we come back on 90.5 WASU. Welcome back to Jim and Betty Smith Stadium for the bottom of the 8th inning here on 90.5 WASU. App State versus number 16 Coastal Carolina. App State leads 4-3 with, hopefully, if you're App State, two half innings left in the game. But the new pitcher for the Chanticleers will be number 49, Ryan Lynch. Ryan, a graduate right-handed pitcher standing at 6'4", out of Washington State.
It's a long way to go. Going from Washington State to Conway, South Carolina.
Tanky Kubi will be up first, and he rips it over the middle and will be on. One pitch, one base runner for the Mountaineers.
And that's what you want to see from the start, from this start for this App State offense. Get on base. Just get on base and see if you can extend this lead to give Jordan Fisher or Max Tramontana some room to work.
I know his name is Tank, but that was more like a laser. Just shot it over the middle of the field, just out of reach of the shortstop, and gets on base.
And Jalen Seward will come on base here looking to net another RBI here today.
Yeah, Seward so far today. A strikeout, a double, and a pop-out. Now the pitch. Popped into the sky. Into no man's land. Shortstop is there, and it is received by Trey Barango for the first out.
And Barango almost lost that one in the sun here, Will, because the sun's starting to crest over the stadium here, right in the center fielder's eyes as Charlie Evans is going to get ready to come up here.
Yeah, Ty Barango made the great play there, and it's a little windy now, so a little extra English on the ball as it's up in the air. It's going to cause it to move a little bit more.
A little bit of English?
Yeah, you know that saying.
I don't actually.
Charlie Evans now rips it down the third base line, just foul.
Just foul again, Will, for Charlie Evans here. And again, the hitter's mindset here for App State. Now that you have a runner on base, advance the runner by any means necessary. Get on base with a walk, a hit by a pitch, or just hit the ball, or let Tanky Kobe try and steal a base here.
App State liking the scouting report that they had on Ryan Lynch. We've seen all batters swing right away first pitch and make contact. 0-1 count, 1 out for Evans. Yakubi off first. That ball is low for ball 1.
One's on the board here for Charlie Evans. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And a fourth one. Runner at first base.
Evans today had a bunt that was unsuccessful, a single that led to him scoring, as that ball is low for ball 2, and a pop out to center field. Yakubi on first. 2-1 count, 1 out for Evans. The pitch from Lynch. Ripped into center field. Just hard enough for the center fielder to get it, though, as Mijos is there. And it's going to hold the runner at first.
Evans with an absolute rifle of a shot down to right center field, but Mijos was able to get there, and now we're at the bottom of the order with Joseph Zamora.
That's the type of swing where you get to the dugout and you just kind of shrug your shoulders because you did everything right. You just hit it to some leather.
You put bat on ball, but it landed in the glove of the center fielder Mijos, and now Zamora looks to be the hero here for App State.
Charlie Evans just gave Nico Soul some tips as he was running into the dugout. Zamora now, first pitch outside, ball. First batter of this inning did not swing at the first pitch.
Zamora's got the discipline to where he really doesn't need to swing at the first pitch here, and he's going to try and get himself into an advantage.
Zamora today has grounded out the shortstop, a foul pop fly to third, and a ground out to third. That ball's grounded. Short first. Zamora's fast, though, and he's going to get called safe. And we're going to get a challenge from Coastal now.
And Kevin Schnall did not like the call, but looks like we are going to get a review here. With the addition of that right-sided bag on first base, though, it makes it a lot easier to see these types of situations here. We didn't get the call that we wanted earlier when Charlie Evans laid down that bunt, but now Joseph Zamora is looking to get that call.
But the big thing about that call earlier, they got it right. They called Evans out, and he was out. And this time they call Zamora safe. We go to review, so it's going to be interesting. This can completely shift momentum. If Zamora is safe, that's runners at first and second, 2 outs, but Nico Sol comes back up the bat. And he has wreaked havoc for this pitching staff for Coastal Carolina today.
And if you're Coastal Carolina here, you're hoping that call gets reversed so you can get those very hot bats back out here and try and take the lead after being down 4-0 at the start of the 8th.
Pretty lengthy review as they want to make sure they get it right. This is a pivotal play. Zamora, if this counts, will be his first base hit of the day. We're going to get the call right now. And he is out at first. So good review by Coastal. And that shuts App State down. And Coastal has one more chance at it in the top of the 9th, Tristan.
And Max Tramontana is going to come back out here for App State. You'd assume we'd see Jordan Fisher in this spot. But Kermit Smith really liking Tramontana's stuff here so far today. And we'll look at him to close things out as the scoreboard glitched just a bit. And now it's a 0-0 ball game.
Yeah, it's not actually. When we come back, a 3-4 ball game. App State trying to close out a win versus the number 16 team in the country here on 90.5 WASU. Welcome back to 90.5 WASU. Max Tramontana comes back out onto the bump to try to close out this game for the Mountaineers. The first batter he will be facing will be
Rex Watson.
Rex Watson, yes, number 12, Rex Watson. So it's going to be a right on left matchup here.
And if you're Kermit Smith here, if this gets out of hand in any way, shape, form, or fashion, you are looking to get Jordan Fisher out here ASAP.
First pitch, swing and a miss. Tramontana aggressive early.
And that's what you want to see out of Max Tramontana. You got to be aggressive early here and cool down these very hot bats of Coastal Carolina because it will get out of hand fast.
Next pitch is up, and it's a swing and a miss once again for Watson. So Tramontana already worked himself into an 0-2 count.
Excellent work to put himself in an advantage spot here. See if he can close it out.
And we're going to get a timeout by Watson. Going to get some talking to from the first base coach. That's number 4, Max Schilding.
And we're going to get a powwow. Not a powwow at the pitcher's mound, but a powwow at first base.
Trying to slow down Tramontana a little bit, you might guess.
Slow him down just a tad.
Tramontana now. 0-2 count, no outs against Rex Watson. 2 swing and misses in this at-bat so far. Swing and a miss! 3-pitch strikeout for Tramontana, and that's going to be the first out of the top of the 9th.
You know what? Max Tramontana, I owe you an apology. I was not familiar with your game. Very aggressive first batter faced here in the top of the ninth.
It's now going to be Braden Horton. Horton on the day today is going to be a fly out the center, line out the center, and ground out the second base. Zamora playing into the outfield at second base. First pitch, in there for a strike. 4 pitches, 4 strikes for Tramontana to start the top of the ninth.
And what a big confidence boost this would be for Max Tramontana to come in and close this game out.
Second pitch is going to bounce in there for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Braden Horton at the batter's box. And that ball is going to hit him, and that is going to be a free base for Horton. So now that Coastal Carolina is going to have a runner on first after the hit by pitch. Looks like they're going to go to the sub once again, and it's going to be Bryce Eastep. Right-handed catcher, standing at 5'10", out of Fort Mitchell, Kentucky.
Definitely going to look to see the swipe at second here, Will.
Eastep batting 2,000, or it's not 2,000, excuse me, that'd be insane. 200 on the season.
And if you're Max Tramontana here, you want a double play. You want the double play ball to get out of here.
His 2 hits for Eastep have both been home runs. 10 at-bats, 2 home runs.
I mean, if you're gonna bat 200, you might as well bat 2 home runs, right?
We might be looking at right-handed Kyle Schwarber down there. Tramontana looks back to the runner for a 3rd time in a row. No good all 3 times. Eastep has had enough time to make friends with everybody behind the plate, both Tommy Walker and the home plate umpire. We're going to get a timeout. Looks like the sub runner that came in, Jordan Taylor, was a little shaken up on that dive back, but is now back on base, back in play. All these antics could be just to try to slow down Tramontana. 0-0 count. The pitch. And that one's going to be in there for strike 1 on Eastep.
And again here, with how these Coastal runners are getting leads off of the base here, you don't want anything hit hard and hit far because, it could score a run.
Check back. Nothing doing. 0-1 count, 1 out for Eastep. As I prior mentioned, 10 at-bats, has only 2 hits, and both hits were home runs. The pitch, runner takes off, swing and a miss.
And again, just a bang-bang play there, but Zamora a little bit late on the tag.
0-2 count, runner at second. Tying run at second. Go-ahead run at the plate. 1 out. The pitch, fouled back. Count will remain 0-2.
Be very glad that he got contact with that. We should be very glad, because if that was a passed ball and a wild pitch, that definitely could have scored.
I mean, that was just a basic fastball that would have went right into Tommy Walker's glove. Tramontana now. 1 runner in scoring position. The pitch. That's going to bounce. The runner goes to third, and Walker can't grab the ball. Now the tying run standing 90 feet away. One out, runner on third, 1-2 count for Bryce Eastep at the batter's box. The pitch. Outside. 2-2 count now. Back-to-back wild pitches for Tramontana.
And Max is just going to get his wits about him here, but looks like we're going to get a mound visit here. No call to the bullpen yet. Probably just trying to cool off Trey Montana here. Rein him back in a little bit.
It's really hard to see if there's any action in the App State bullpen from our point of view, so we can't really update you on that. We do see somebody warming up in the Coastal bullpen. They're going to elect to keep Tramontana out. Heath Blackman was the one with the visit. Now, 2-2 count, 1 out. Back-to-back wild pitches from Tramontana. The pitch. Swing, and it's going to be fouled back. Count's going to remain at 2s. High-stress situation for Tramontana. Runner on third. Tie run on third. Go ahead at the plate. The pitch. Misses outside for ball 3, so full count now.
And you think if you're Max Tramontana here, or if you're Kermit Smith here, if you put this runner in the corner here, you're going to want to get Jordan Fisher out of here.
The pitch. Grounded. Third base. It's going to be safe at home, and it's a wild throw over to first. That's going to allow Estep to get to second. So now the game is tied at 4 and a runner's in scoring position for Coastal Carolina.
And you look at Ethan Puig there. The hands are on the hands are on the knees there. He knew he could have put 2 down here. That runner was going to score regardless, though. But now the go-ahead run is at second, and the tack-on run is at the plate.
They're going to keep Tramontana out. Tied ball game here at the top of the 9th. The pitch, and it is going to be in there for a strike. It's Ty Barango at the plate. 0-1 count. Coastal has plated 1 to tie it up. 1 out. 1 runner in scoring position. The pitch is swung on and miss. 0-2 count now.
And if you're Ethan Puig and App State ends up losing this game, you're going to know that it should be. He should know that it should be 2 outs right now. But Trey Montana's going to go back to work and get him out of here.
It's going to be Estep at second. That ball popped up, not far. Underneath it is Sawul. So Ward gets it. Runner will remain at second. So now 2 outs, runner at second.
And again, it'd be really good damage control here to have this ball game tied coming out of the 9th inning for Max Tramontana.
Up the bat is going to be Dean Mijos. Mijos today, as they're switching balls, is going to be a strikeout, a ground out to short, a single, and a single. The shift is on by the Mountaineers. Zamora playing just behind second base. The pitch. First one's in there for a ball. Winning run on second, or excuse me, not winning run. Go-ahead run on second. 2 outs. Tramontana, the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1 count.
And again, Max Tramontana, he's just got to be able to calm things down a little bit here. He's got to be able to realize the magnitude of the situation and don't let it get out of his head.
The pitch by Tramontana is going to be fouled back into the concourse for strike 2.
Hopefully he didn't hit a car. We've had a few close calls today, though.
We had 1 car hit. No casualties, though.
Thankfully.
Car was okay.
Car was indeed okay.
1-2 count. The pitch way high. Ball 2.
He knew, the jump that he just did, he knew he wanted that one back here with 2s on the board.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second. 2 outs. The pitch. The line up the middle, and that is going to score another run. Coastal Carolina is going to jump out to a 5-4 lead off the bat of Mijos.
And you could hear a pin drop from this App State crowd here. And Max Tramontana just couldn't close it out.
Next up the bat is going to be Trace Mazzone.
But again, this Coastal Carolina team here, late in ball games, they have been known to be able to put stuff together and take momentum back, take victory from the jaws of defeat here, and they're doing the same thing here right now.
Mijos on first. The pitch. Swing and a miss.
A very hefty swing and a miss right there.
So the count to Mazzone now is 0-1. 2 outs. Coastal has plated 2, which allows them to take the lead 5-4 off of 3 App State errors. Check on the runner. Nothing doing. The lead by Mijos. The pitch. It's going to be just high. Ball 1.
And again, that's a call that Max Tramontana is going to want back here as he now is at a 1-1 count.
Tramontana trying to get out of this inning. The pitch. It's going to be in there for a strike. 1-2 count now. The Mountaineers that will be up next will be the top of the lineup with Nico Sol. Tramontana checks on the runner. Nothing doing. Mazzone in a 1-2 count with 2 outs. His last at bat singled and scored. The pitch. Popped out of play. Remains 1-2.
And now if you're this App State batting order here, you know that, okay, cool, Nico Sol's going to come up. Then it's Steven Smith. Now you guys know, like, hey, okay, cool, we've got to get things done here as Tramontana fires the 1-2.
Fouled back. Its count's going to remain 1-2.
You could hear a pin drop here at Smith Stadium.
Mijos remains on first. 2 runs scored in the top of the 9th. The pitch. Grounded, foul, third base side. Coastal Carolina, after trailing all game, finally takes the lead in the top of the 9th.
And it's the same story we saw against Wake Forest, Will. This App State team was out to a good lead, and then Wake Forest just got back into it.
It was actually the opposite way around. App State clawed their way back into it. Ground ball, because App State was down 8-1 and
they were
back,
down 8-1, yeah.
and then allowed a 1 run in the top of the 9th, and that was the end of the game.
And you really don't want the same story here.
We saw something similar yesterday. Tied ball game heading into the top of the 9th. 4-run score, and App State loses 10-6. Today, tied up 3-4 heading into the top of the 9th. Coastal Carolina plates 2 and now is up 5-4. The pitch. Too high. Ball 2.
And now if App State ties this game up here in the bottom of the 9th inning or wins this game in the bottom of the 9th inning, if they tie it, that's when you'd start to assume that Jordan Fisher would be coming out.
Tramontana fouled back. Very long at bat here for Mazzone.
Very good battle here by Trace Mazzone. As the home plate umpire is going to get some more baseballs in his back pocket.
2-2 count, 2 outs. 1 runner on first. Tramontana just trying to get out of this inning. The runner goes, spikes the ball, and it bounces all the way to the backstop. So Mijos will be safe at second, uncontested. 3-2 count.
Again, this Coastal team who scored 25% of their runs up to date here before this series They got shut out in the sixth, but now they waited a little bit later. As that one's shot way in the left field, and that one is way gone. Trace Maison will touch them all here, and the Chanticleers add 2 more runs to their lead. It is now a 7-4 ball game.
Yeah, that one basically blows it wide open for the Chanticleers as Maison, with his 3rd home run on the season, gives them a 3-run lead.
And now that deficit for App State, these App State bats, has gotten a lot larger.
7-4 ball game. Coastal clawed their way back into the game via a 3rd run 8th and a 4th run 9th, as that is a wild pitch for ball 1.
And again, the story of this, we said it from the jump, Will, that if App State was going to come in here and be a 16th ranked in the country, Coastal Carolina, it was going to come down to the pitching here. As we are going to get a mound visit here for Max Tramontana. And Blake Barthel will step into the box here for the Chanticleers of Coastal Carolina.
Barthel, so far today, he singled and scored in the 8th inning, was part of that 3-run 8th inning. Now gets this chance to try to add more runs on here in the top of the 9th. 4 already plated across for the Chanticleers.
And now for Max Tramontana, now you just got to get out of the inning and limit any more damage that might come.
The Mountaineers staying with Tramontana. The pitch, another wild pitch, 0-2, or it's 2-0 now. Barthel really just kind of standing up there in the batter's box waiting for Tramontana to give him his pitch.
And if Blake Barthel gets his pitch here, he could look to extend this inning just another batter further.
Barthel has reached base twice. The pitch in there for a strike, so 2-1 count now.
Great job for Max Tramontana to just get a little bit of control back in this pitch. There's a lot of wild stuff here, but now just waiting and just trying to get back into an advantage here.
Tramontana gets a swing and a miss. That evens the count out at 2. Tramontana, this is his 3rd 2-2 count of this inning. The pitch. That one's going to be dropped by Walker behind the plate. Ball 3.
And the App State, as the Smith Stadium crowd is exiting in droves right now, you can hear a pin drop here.
And that pitch is going to hit him. So Barthel is going to get a free base via the hit by pitch.
And there it looks like they're going to let Max Tramontana ride this inning out, Will.
Which is smart. You don't want to waste a pitcher, especially with another big game tomorrow. You just need as much depth as you can in that bullpen.
Absolutely.
It might not have gone your way today, but that doesn't mean it can't go your way tomorrow.
Amen. Anybody can win any game of baseball here.
The pitch. That ball. Strike. 0-1 count now to Walker Mitchell. Runner on first. 2 out. Swing and a miss. 0-2 count now for Mitchell. Tramontana, the 0-2. That ball is popped out, left center field. Evans calls off, And it is caught by Evans. So after a 4-run top of the 9th, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers jump out to a 7-4 lead. The Mountaineers will have one more shot to go to try and make this game go to extras here on 90.5 WASU. Welcome back to 90.5 WASU, where the Mountaineers have a mountain to climb. After a 4-run top of the 9th, the Mountaineers now trail by 3. But the top of the lineup for the Mountaineers and Nico Soul comes to the plate. App State with 3 more outs to try to make a bang in this game. After two-run innings early in the game, they have been held scoreless in the last 4. That is a swing and a miss by Nico Soul. The pitch, that's going to be in there for a strike. So 2 strikes now on Soul. Scott Dorian is going to be the pitcher for the Chanticleers to come close this game out. The pitch, swing and a miss. Nico Soul is set down via the K.
I mean, that was 3 pitches. 3 pitches, 3 swings for Nico. Not the look you want to see here if you're a fan of App State baseball.
We're going to see Jonathan Schwerup come off the bench and pinch hit for Steven Smith. First pitch to Schwerup is inside for ball 1. Off the bench, Schwerup is hitting .326 on the season. Batting from the right-hand side, ball 2 to Schwerup. Very high velocity coming from the pitcher, Scott Dorian, as he's been going to the fastball quite often. The pitch, grounded. Third base side will stay fair. Received and thrown across the diamond. Beautiful play by the Chanticleers. That's Walker Mitchell with the throw across. That's 2 outs now for the Mountaineers.
Last chance of the ball game, potentially falling into the bat of Riley Luft here, Will. He's got to get on base to keep the game going.
Riley Luft today has a ground out, a single, a ground out, and a strikeout. Dorian trying to get the last out. The pitch, fastball high, ball 1.
Again, like you said, Will, very high velocity on that fastball as well.
I wish we had a radar gun to see the true
I don't think it'd be
numbers.
accurate from up here, no?
It'd be close enough.
True.
The pitch. That one's in there for a strike. And if you're the Mountaineers, if you come away with a loss here, yes, it's going to sting. But you still have one more shot against this team. Tomorrow at 1. And tomorrow you're going to have to give it your all. You're going to have to throw the can at the wall and just throw everybody that you can that could give you a shot to win the game, as that's a ball for ball 2.
Yeah, and again, is this loss going to sting? Absolutely. It's going to hurt bad. But guess what? Like you said, Will, you get one more chance tomorrow.
And it's going to help put App State on the notice. They have played very competitively against these really big ranked teams. Ball 3 outside. But as you notice, they're playing competitive. They still may be losing. But the fact is they're being super competitive against all these different ranked and high-powered opponents. Pitch by Dorian. It's going to be ball 4, so App State will get a base runner with 2 outs, and it's going to be Riley Luft heading down the first base.
And it is getting very windy, Will. We have been fighting this wind all day long. It is very cold, and thankfully our papers haven't completely flown away from us yet.
Yeah, that is very true. Wind blowing straight in. It's going to be really hard for the batters to hit anything out over the right field wall. Ethan Puig now. 1 runner on first, 2 outs. The pitch, too high on the breaking ball, ball 1. Quite a large crowd in the standing room portion of the stadium now. The pitch, grounded, third base side, foul. 1-1 count. Scott Dorian out of Erdoham, Pennsylvania. The pitch. Lined out the right field. Right into the wind, and it's going to die, and it is going to be caught for the out. That's Rex Watson that gives the Chanticleers the last out of Game 2. So the Chanticleers have so far beat the Mountaineers on 2 ninth-inning comebacks. At the top of the 9th yesterday, scoring 4 runs, and the top of the 9th today, scoring 4 runs. But the Mountaineers still have one more shot to go tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Yeah, they got one more shot to beat a very good Coastal Carolina team here, Will. But again, it's another one that got away from this team here. And this pitching staff is going to have to give it their all tomorrow to get a win off of Coastal Carolina.
Yeah, and it's a trend that we have seen for Coastal Carolina, too, where they come out the gate and get the first 2 wins. But like last weekend, that third game, ECU figured them out and got the win. So you got to hope App State is in that similar situation.
Definitely will. And again, I mean, if you're Gage Peterson here, you see him. He's got the hands on the head here. He is almost distraught at the fact this game got out of hand quick. It started with J.J. Garcia. He gets pulled from Max Trey Montana when we all thought it was going to be Jordan Fisher coming in for the ball game here. And Coastal will take the series win, but App State getting one more chance here tomorrow.
So after a blown 4-0 lead, the Chanticleers come thundering back and score 7 in the last 2 innings as the Mountaineers fall short for the 2nd day in a row. But tomorrow, make sure you tune in to 90.5 WASU's YouTube as Adam Persico and Caleb Lane will take you through the call on the beautiful Sunday in the High Country here on 90.5 WASU. But for myself, Will Battershell, and Tristan Biesel, that is all we got here today from Jim and Betty Smith Stadium. Have a blessed day, everybody.